Sea glass. For several years, we spent a week each summer at Topsail Island. Every beach develops its own traditions. Some people fish, some wake before sunrise for long walks, some build elaborate sandcastles that the tide inevitably claims before morning. We hunted sea glass. The search changes the way you walk a beach. While everyone else is looking toward the horizon, you're looking down. Every flash of color catches your attention. Green, brown, white, occasionally blue if you're lucky. Most days you come home with only a handful of pieces. Some days none at all. Part of what makes sea glass special is that it begins as something broken. At one point it was a bottle, a jar, a window, or some ordinary piece of glass serving a perfectly practical purpose. Then something happened. It shattered. It was discarded. It ended up in the ocean. Nobody would have picked it up then. Freshly broken glass is dangerous. The edges are sharp. The pieces cut the hands that try to hold them. Yet somewhere between the breaking and the finding, something remarkable happens. The ocean gets involved. Not all at once. Not dramatically. Not through a single storm or one particularly powerful wave. The transformation comes through thousands upon thousands of small encounters. Wave after wave. Tide after tide, year after year. The same water that once tossed it around eventually smooths its edges. The same motion that seemed relentless slowly changes its shape. Time does what force alone cannot. I think that may be one of the reasons people love sea glass so much. Most of us know what it feels like to be broken. We know disappointment. We know loss. We know plans that never unfolded the way we imagined. We know relationships that fractured, dreams that changed, and seasons that left us feeling more jagged than we were before. What we often want is immediate restoration. We want the sharp edges gone by next week. We want clarity by next month. We want healing, but on our timetable. But the ocean has never worked that way. Neither, it seems, does God. Much of his work in our lives happens slowly enough that we hardly notice it. Not through a single dramatic moment, but through ordinary faithfulness repeated over and over again. A prayer here, a lesson there, a difficult conversation, a hard season, a quiet morning spent in Scripture, a disappointment survived, a kindness offered when bitterness would have been easier. Over time, something changes. The edges soften. Not because the past never happened, but because grace keeps meeting us there. Perhaps the most surprising thing about sea glass is that people treasure it precisely because of what it has been through. No one searches the beach hoping to find a brand new bottle. They search for the fragments. The pieces that have spent years being shaped by forces larger than themselves. The pieces that have been transformed by time. We spend so much of our lives wishing we could erase the broken places. Yet some of the people I admire most are not those who avoided hardship altogether. They are the ones who allowed God to use it. The ones who emerged gentler, wiser, kinder, and more aware of their need for Him than they were before. Like sea glass, they are beautiful, not because they were never broken. They are beautiful because grace met them in the breaking and refused to leave them there. And perhaps that is why I still find myself looking down when I walk the beach. Not just because I hope to find another piece, but because every piece I pick up reminds me that some things cannot be rushed. Not healing, not wisdom, not the work God does in a life. The ocean knows that. And eventually, if we're paying attention, we learn it too.